राष्ट्रीय राजधानी दिल्ली में इंटरनेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ जस्टिस लंदन के द्वारा रिजुवेशन ऑफ इकोनॉमी अंडर इंसॉल्वेंसी लॉ सेमिनार का आयोजन किया गया। सेमिनार में बैंकों के द्वारा घोषित की गई दिवालिया कंपनियां क्यों दिवालिया होती हैं, कंपनी को दिवालिया होने से कैसे बचाया जा सकता है, इसको लेकर सेमिनार में उपस्थित वक्ताओं ने विस्तार से सेमिनार में उपस्थित कॉर्पोरेटर जगत व जनसाधारण को बताया। सेमिनार को डॉक्टर आदेश सिंह अग्रवाला ने संबोधित किया। अपने संबोधन में डॉक्टर आदेश सिंह अग्रवाला ने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का संदेश भी बढ़कर सुनाया। अपने संदेश में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने सेमिनार के सफल होने की शुभकामनाएं डॉक्टर आदेश सिंह अग्रवाल को दी हैं। सेमिनार में मुख्य रूप से जस्टिस डॉक्टर के.जी. बालकृष्ण, रिटायर्ड चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, जस्टिस अशोक भूषण, चेयरपर्सन नेशनल कंपनी लॉ अपीलेट ट्रिब्यूनल एंड फॉर्मर जज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, जस्टिस विनीत सरन, अध्यक्ष रवि व्यास वाटर ट्रिब्यूनल, बोर्ड ऑफ कंट्रोल फॉर क्रिकेट इन इंडिया, फॉर्मर जज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, जस्टिस दिलीप गुप्ता, President Custom Excise and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal and former Judge Allahabad High Court G.S. Pannu, President Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, भुवनेश्वर कालिता MP चैनल वाइस चेयरमैन, राज्यसभा सांसद, राजदूत, ब्यूरोक्रेट्स और अधिवक्ता एवं डॉक्टर आदेश सिंह अग्रवाल, सीनियर एडवोकेट, प्रेसिडेंट इंटरनेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ जस्टिस लंदन, पैट्रन इन चीफ इंसॉल्वेंसी और कॉर्पोरेट प्रोफेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया सेमिनार में उपस्थित रहे।
Of India, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this seminar on rejuvenation of the economy under insolvency laws of India. To understand the significance of the subject of discussion, I will like to quote from the message sent to us by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, who said, and I quote, "One of the important reasons of this turnaround has been the advent of several reforms and their thorough implementation in a coordinated manner by several institutions. When we speak of ease of doing business, ease of winding up a business is also an important facet of the cycle. Since its enactment, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code has brought a paradigm shift in the insolvency regime in the country and is a crucial milestone in the economic reforms. Today, the health of our banking system is seeing new heights, while the recovery of NPAs has been extremely encouraging. The sustained efforts by all stakeholders to get the process of resolving insolvency going smoothly has been an important contributor. It is the outcome of these dedicated and committed endeavors that the nation has massively improved its ease of doing business. Amrit Kal reflects the resolve of more than 140 crore people to build a developed, self-reliant nation. When the hopes and aspirations of every citizen get connected with the nation's goal, self-reliant India becomes a national spirit.
And as Justice, my professional colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. When I received the call for this esteemed program and received the mail, then I was so excited to be here with all of you. So first of all, I am thankful to the organizers, especially Agarwal Sahab and his entire team, Patnagar ji and other members who were engaged for the successful this seminar. So thank you so much for inviting me to be here with all of you. I am from Kanpur. I am chartered accountant, and the structure of today's program is excellent. Rejuvenation of economy under insolvency law. not a IP professional, but still our professional colleagues like you all who are sitting here. So we are excited about this different type of seminar today. IBC has emerged as a crucial legal reform in India, which resulted in positioning the country strongly within the global legal environment and contributing to its economic recognition. One thing is my mind, and I think you all will also agree, that following the implementation of GST, the IBC has become the second most significant reform in India, and which is legal landscape for our country as well. This code has a positive impact both economically and beyond, leading to an improved global perception of India's economic through increased foreign direct investment. We are providing the services to FDIs as well, and we are often reading and hearing that FDIs are assessing our legal framework, legal structure, and that's why FDI inflow is coming to our country. And heightened merger and acquisition and an enhanced ease of doing business ranking globally. And believe me that this ease of doing business ranking has improved for our country as well. So IBC is serving as a crucial tool in mitigating credit risk. The effect of IBC have been far-reaching implication for lenders, for financial institutions, corporations and professionals like you all who are sitting here, providing them opportunity to be a resolution professional. The key impacts of IBC of Indian economy may be understood as faster resolution, creditors' confidence, asset value maximization, liquidation as a last resort, reduction in non-performing assets, professionalization of insolvency resolution, cross-border insolvency, business revivals, strengthening the banking sector, business environment and ease of doing business once again, encouraging enterprises and risk taking, and efficient allocation of capital and resources as well, and reduction in litigation. So I have a lot of matter, a lot of things to discuss with, but time doesn't permit me. Knowledge sharing is the base or key factor of today's gathering, but I slightly have some different view. In addition to the knowledge sharing, we may have networking, we may interact with each other from the different persons from the different cities or even countries, various new opportunities, professional challenges as well along with this associated with this IBC code and the resolution, etc., etc. And we are being motivated when we meet here with the different persons of the different, having the different ideas for the
KJ Balakrishnan, eminent justices of the Supreme Court of India, President of the International Council of Jurists and Patron-in-Chief, Insolvency Corporate Professionals Council of India, fellow advocates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here to represent the High Commissioner of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Kweku Asumachara, who should have been here to deliver this address at the invitation of your esteemed organization. But unfortunately, His Excellency is in his post this morning and has instructed me to stand in for him. I would want to congratulate the Insolvency and Corporate Professionals Council of India, the partners of what I can say safely is a strategic initiative to host this international seminar. Ladies and gentlemen, last year The World Bank gave indication as to the seriousness of the steep slowdown of the world economy since 1970. And almost 3 years ago, our world has come to a thundering halt as we recovered from the health pandemic, from unknown malicious virus and devastating global economic pandemic. High budget deficits were not concerns of only developing countries but also developed countries. And as we grappled with these economic challenges, Russia's invasion of Ukraine burst upon us, aggravating already difficult situation. It is not just the dismay we feel at seeing such deliberate devastation of cities, but a war with global consequences and unwillingness to, and the inability to find consensus and deal with this catastrophe. We cannot stop talking about the global challenges of climate change and the effects of growing economies like India. The problems we face today indeed may vary in level of importance depending on
organizers of the stage. I'll be very brief. I'm very pleased to be here today with you on this special occasion on behalf of the Embassy of Russian Federation. The topic of today's seminar, as my predecessors have already mentioned, is definitely one of the most topical in today's turbulent processes in the world economy. I would like to welcome all of you here once again. Wish the participants of the international seminar on rejuvenation of economy under insolvency laws all the success and good results. Absolutely.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all this morning. I am honored to be invited and to address this inaugural session of this important international seminar on behalf of Her Excellency Victoria Samuel Aru, Ambassador of the Republic of South Sudan in New Delhi, India. Clear economic policy is the backbone for the development of a state, and the power of a state is always being measured by its economy, military, political, and cultural capabilities. The powerful economy of a state is reflected in series of developmental activities that take place in the fields of social services, which include health, education, access to a clean water, security, and rule of law. It is also reflected in a well-planned infrastructure, roads, electricity, airports, banking system, communication network, etc. Vital economic installations. Vital economic installations and economic diversification are the main developmental elements of a state if properly managed by the state leadership. Only a good people of a state can achieve this because they set in place good system, good governance, good policy, and also they observe people's welfare through establishment of a stable political leadership for realization of a powerful and diversified economy for stability and effective provision of social services. Good people of a state always bring a strong patriotic leadership who has a clear economic and developmental vision.
Everybody. Honorable Dr. Justice A.G. Balakrishnan, retired Chief Justice of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Ashok Bhushan, Chairperson National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Vinay Sarat, Chairman, Ravi Peace Water Tribunal, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Dilip Gupta, President, Customs Excise and Services Tax Appellate Tribunal. Honorable J.S. Panu, President, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Honorable Mr. Sunil Gaur, Judge, High Court of Delhi, retired. Honorable Mr. Justice Talawan Singh, Judge, High Court of Delhi, retired. Other distinguished jurists and guests, members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today as Ambassador of Eritrea, the state of Eritrea, to India, honored to address this esteemed gathering at the International Seminar on Rejuvenation of Economy under Insolvency Laws. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Adish Agarwal, President of the Supreme Court, Bar Association and Chairperson of the International Council of Jurists, for hosting this crucial event. I also extend my warm regards to the honorable judges, senior advocates, and the esteemed ambassadors, high commissioners, diplomats, and all present here. The theme of this seminar, Rejuvenation of Economy under Insolvency Laws, is of paramount significance in today's global economic landscape. As nations navigate the complexities of economic challenges, insolvency laws play a pivotal role in maintaining stability and fostering growth. It is heartening to witness such a diverse and distinguished gathering come together to deliberate on strategies that can shape our economic future. In our interconnected world, the principles of international cooperation and mutual assistance are imperative for the success of any endeavor, including economic rejuvenation through insolvency laws. Eritrea firmly believes that collaboration among nations can unlock innovative solutions, share best practice, and create a harmonious environment for economic recovery. As we all grapple with the aftermath of global financial setbacks, it is our collective responsibility to foster an atmosphere where countries can assist one another in times of need. Eritrea recognizes the power of international partnerships in navigating economic challenges. We understand that no nation is an island into itself. Our economies.
Honorable Justice A.G. Balakrishnan, former Chief Justice of India, Brother Justice Ashok Bhushan, Brother Justice Dilip Gupta, Brother Justice Sunil Gaur, Brother Justice Talwant Singh, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you. It's still morning. Very good morning to you all. I am thankful to Dr. Adish Agarwal, President of the International Commission of Jurists, to have invited me on this occasion and I am thankful that I have got the opportunity to address this August gathering day on. The topic for today is rejuvenation of economy under insolvency laws of India. The insolvency laws deal with situations where a person or a company is unable to pay its debts and need legal solutions to resolve their distress. Well, much has been spoken about the IBC and its various provisions. I don't need to repeat that. All that I can say is that for the country, for India, this IBC was a very necessary law, as the power of a nation comes from its economic powers. With growing NPAs in the country and a large number of defaults, and with several laws relating to recovery, there was a lot of confusion, and by bringing in the IBC, the laws relating to recovery have been streamlined. It is through the IBC, a large number of recoveries have been made by the banks, and is improved the health of the banking industry and consequently the economic health of the nation. The IBC also brings in a body of specialized persons to deal with these issues. And of course, I suppose Brother Justice Ashok Bhushan would be addressing, who I am sure is the specialist now after being the chairman of the NCLAT, and he would know much more about the law, so I shouldn't be speaking very much about it. All that I can say is that by bringing in this, the courts which were flooded with recovery cases and all have now not to deal with these provisions, and it's the specialist tribunals and the organizations and the commissions which are to deal with these laws, and hence the clustering of such cases in the courts have gone down, and there's quick disposal of the cases. The salient feature of this...
To all of you gathered in this auditorium, Dr. Justice K.G. Balakrishnan, Chief Justice of India, former, Mr. Justice Vineet Saran, Chairman, Ravi Vyas, Water Tribunal, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Mr. Justice Dilip Gupta, President, Customs, Excise and Service Tax, Appellate Tribunal, Mr. Justice Suril Gaur and Mr. Justice Talwant Singh, former Judges of Delhi High Court, Mr. G.S. Pannu, President, ITAT, honorable distinguished guests on dais who have come from different part of the world, Mr. Aditya Agarwal, President, International Council of Jurists, Mr. Sandeep Prakash, Chief Commissioner, Mr. Gyanchand Mishra and Mr. Chuk, Chartered Accountants, members of the bar, distinguished guests, insolvency professionals, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you with a deep sense of honor and reverence. It is indeed a privilege to articulate my gratitude to the Insolvency and Corporate Professionals Council of India for curating such an enlightening national seminar focusing on the pivotal role of insolvency and corporate professionals in the grand tapestry of nation building. Furthermore, I must extend my admiration to the organizers for their astute selection of discussion topics. Their choices not only highlight the pressing issues and challenges of our time, but also illuminate the path forward, offering insight that resonate both within our borders and on the global stage. Tracing the trajectory of our nation's insolvency and corporate laws, we observe an evolutionary path from the nascent stages of our independence, when our economic structure were just taking shape, to today's sophisticated legal mechanism. We have come a long way. This journey is not merely a testament of our growing legal acumen, but also to our commitment to creating an environment conducive to business while safeguarding stakeholders' interests. The code was introduced with the aim to overhaul the existing framework and provide a comprehensive creditor in control framework for resolution of stressed assets. Therefore, it should not be allowed to have the same drawbacks its predecessor suffered from. In order to enhance the effectiveness of the court, we will have to ensure that adjudicating authority, who is at the forefront of this ecosystem, functions swiftly and efficiently. It is pertinent to evaluate factors which causes delay in various stages of an insolvency resolution process. These factors need to be identified and corrected in order for the present framework to succeed. There is a real need to improve the performance of service providers and stakeholders in order to accomplish the court's objective, that is insolvency resolution in a time-bound manner for maximization of value. The outcomes will be suboptimal unless these stakeholders perform their respective duties in accordance with the court's objective. When we consider the pillars that support a nation's identity on the global stage, economic stability stands as one of the forefront. It is an indicative dance of numbers and policies, but at its core, it is about trust, predictability and resilience, and in that chance, the role of insolvency and corporate professional is pivotal. Imagine for a moment a scenario where businesses upon facing financial difficulties are left to their own devices with no structured mechanism for resolution. Such a system would not only lead to economic chaos but would also erode the very confidence that derives investment, both domestic and foreign. Every business
members of the legal fraternity and the business members, and I congratulate Mr. Adish Agarwal for organizing such a beautiful meeting to give an exposition of the insolvency law, which we are not aware, but it affects each one of you, because the economy to a great extent depends on the business, the progress of the business carried on in this country. How to stabilize it, and even if they sincerely, honestly, some business is carried on, something may happen. Some of the goods may be rejected by a foreign country for a silly reason, the whole business will collapse. So the business run into problems. They are economically not viable. They become bankrupt, insolvent. How to deal with it? How to, in spite of all the difficulties, the economy should proceed to brighten our economy. These laws started in 1960. There was not much progress in this area. Now there is a regulatory authority. There are various tribunals. Everything is there to regulate it. Earlier there was, to my knowledge, there was a retired Chief Justice in charge of the whole thing. It was not progressing well. Not much could be done in this area. Now it is perfectly different. The company which is insolvent is revived, survived by the help of the economy. It all depends on our banking system. If you have got a good banking system, they can borrow money, get money, they can repay it in easy installments, and all to a great extent depends on our banking system. Our banking system is bright and to a great extent help the people. In a great country like economically, you may know one of the greatest country, the US had even problem with the banks. It failed, and a serious problem arose about 10 or 15 years back. But now our banking system is better, is able to withstand these sort of tragedies in the business book. So the business people also should take advantage of this opportunity, this insolvency and bankruptcy law. Whenever there is an opportunity to revive it, there are people who come forward to help to revive it. This is what and good exposition of this branch of law has been done by Dilip Gupta, Ashok Bhushan and Vinisharan and all. I am glad that the people, everyone should know what is really happening in this country. So I once again congratulate the organizers for having organized this function, and it's a Sunday fine morning, all of you have come, and it is also the rejuvenating, and thank you very much for allowing me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all this morning. I am honored to be invited and to address this inaugural session of this important international seminar on behalf of Her Excellency Victoria Samuel Aru, Ambassador of the Republic of South Sudan in New Delhi, India. Clear economic policy is the backbone for the development of a state, and the power of a state is always being measured by its economy, military, political, and cultural capabilities. The powerful economy of a state is reflected in series of developmental activities that take place in the fields of social services, which include health, education, access to a clean water, security, and rule of law. It is also reflected in a well-planned infrastructure, roads, electricity, airports, banking system, communication network, etc. Vital economic installations. Vital economic installations and economic diversification are the main developmental elements of a state if properly managed by the state leadership. Only a good people of a state can achieve this because they set in place good system, good governance, good policy, and also they observe people's welfare through establishment of a stable political leadership for realization of a powerful and diversified economy for stability and effective provision of social services. Good people of a state always bring a strong patriotic leadership who has a clear economic and developmental vision.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं हरिंदर कौशल। आप देख रहे हैं मरुधरहिंद 24 न्यूज़। इस समय हम उपस्थित हैं वीके कृष्णा मेनन भवन के बीच में। मैं अपने कैमरामैन से कहूँगा दिखाए, और इसके बिल्कुल ठीक पीछे अगर हम बात करें तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया है। यहाँ पर आज एक सेमिनार का आयोजन किया गया है, जिस सेमिनार के आयोजन का उद्देश्य ये है कि जो कंपनियाँ दिवालिया हो जाती हैं उनको किस प्रकार से दोबारा से रिवाइव किया जा सकता है, या उनके ऊपर किस प्रकार के कानून लागू होते हैं। इस आयोजन का जो किया गया है वो उनका अधीश सी अग्रवाला, जो कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट बार एसोसिएशन के अध्यक्ष हैं, उनके द्वारा इस सेमिनार का आयोजन किया गया है। अब अगर हम बात करें तो कोरोना काल के बीच में लगभग 285 ऐसी कंपनियां थी जो कि बैंक करप्ट हो गई थी, कह सकते हैं कि वो दिवालिया घोषित हो गई थी, और 500 कंपनियां ऐसी भी थी कोरोना काल के बीच में जो कि माला माल हो गई थी। और जब मार्च के बीच में दोबारा से दिवालिया करने का कंपनियों का प्रतिक्रिया शुरू हुई तो उसके बीच में 4705 कंपनियां ऐसी थी जिनके ऊपर की दिवालिया करने के लिए कानूनी प्रतिक्रिया को शुरू किया गया। अब यहाँ पर जो उपस्थित एडवोकेट्स हैं और जो बाकी हम देखें कि बहुत सारे यहाँ के ऊपर एक्स चीफ जस्टिस हैं, बहुत सारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जस्टिस आए हुए हैं, और कई एम्बेसीज के यहाँ पर राजदूत भी यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं। अब हम उन्हीं के विचार जानेंगे कि वो क्या कहते हैं इस विषय में कि जो कंपनियाँ बैंक करप्ट हो जाती हैं उन कंपनियों को कैसे किस प्रकार से रिवाइव किया जा सकता है।